Before we are able to understand how service learning will impact our own studies, we first need to understand what we mean by service learning. We have already given you 3 different definitions of service learning from 3 different academic sources. If you haven't already read them, pause this video and quickly skim through them. You'll notice that there are some slight differences in each definition. However, all 3 of them contain the same basic components and structure. First, service learning is an academic pursuit with clearly defined learning objectives or outcomes. This is one of the elements which differentiates it from volunteering or other forms of service. One important goal of service learning, from your perspective as a student, is to enhance your own understanding of the subject material and develop your skills. This may be in your own field or discipline, or it may center around more broad skills development or around some important social issue of the time. The next element is the service element. This is the part of the service learning process where you, as a student, apply the knowledge and skills you acquire from the academic study to serve the community. Crucially, the service you provide must be of benefit to a third party. Most commonly, this will be with an individual or group who is in some ways disadvantaged or underserved. In order to qualify as service learning, your work must address some genuine need within the community that is being served. Finally, there is the reflection element. While not an explicit part of the name service learning, it is a core element of the approach. In order to establish the link between the academic and service elements, students must complete some sort of reflection task. It links the academic content with your service and turns your experience into learning. You are encouraged to reflect on your own experiences, the work you have done, the skills you have utilized and developed, and how these impact the material you are learning about. This act of reflection helps you to form your own connections between the material and the implementation. The aim is for this to be a more organic, practical, and focused form of learning where students draw their own conclusions based on authentic, real-life experiences. From our experience, most students find this form of learning more interesting and effective than traditional classroom learning, and they develop a stronger sense of civic-mindedness as a result. We will take a look at each of these elements in more detail later on in the course.